live at 5. The DNR is terminating mineral leases for a mining project in Nashwauk that has a history of broken promises. And in Washington, the Biden administration is pushing to get more people vaccinated and says the key is accessibility. And after being banned from some social media sites, we have the latest on whether former President Trump will be able to get back online. And later,
coming up tonight, how one Wisconsin community is keeping a historic building open.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kristen Bakke. We begin tonight with an update to a story we brought you in last night's Eye on Mining. Mesabi Metallic's future with a historically troubled project in Nashwauk is looking grim. Tonight, the Minnesota DNR said it plans to pull the company's mineral leases. The DNR gave Mesabi Metallics a May 1st deadline to meet certain requirements in order to keep working on the former SR site. Among those requirements was the company proving it had $200 million immediately available for the project, something the DNR said was not accomplished. The agency also gave the company deadlines on the project, including completing construction of the pellet plant and shipping at least 3 million tons of pellets by the end of 2020. According to the DNR, none of those requirements were met. Mesabi has 20 days to prove otherwise, or the lease will officially end. This isn't the first time the company has missed deadlines with the project. That's why some Iron Range lawmakers are celebrating this decision today. Representative Dave Lislegard said they've lost time and economic opportunity waiting on these companies. The DFLer hopes to see the project move forward with a viable and credible partner. We also heard from Mesabi Metallics in the last hour. They said they had $100 million in an account, but blamed the delay for the remaining $100 million on the pandemic. Mesabi spokespeople say that first deposit shows their commitment to the project. They added they're confident the rest of the money will be available in the next few weeks. President Biden announced he wants to see 70% of all American adults with at least one shot and 160 million adults to be fully vaccinated by the 4th of July. But to get there, the government is going to have to change how and where people go to get their vaccine. Skylar Henry has more details from the White House.
CVS says it's now accepting walk-in appointments for COVID vaccinations at more than 8,300 stores. It's all part of the Biden administration's plan to vaccinate 70% of all adults by the 4th of July.
That's right. We're going to make it as easy as possible for every American to get a vaccine.
The administration is expanding access through pharmacies, pop-up clinics, and rural outreach.
We have vaccine available to 90% of the population within 5 miles of where they live. But we need to actually do more than that because some people can't get to 5 miles.
And they'll be offering incentives for people to get vaccinated as well.
Sports leagues like NASCAR, NFL, MLB, Major League Soccer are also joining the effort by offering ticket giveaways, in-stadium vaccination programs, and discounts on merchandise.
In addition to changing where people get vaccinated, the administration is also revising how it allocates vaccines to the states. 25 states are not currently ordering all of the vaccine doses available to them because of lower demand, and Arkansas didn't order any new doses last week. Now the government will be shifting those unused doses to places with more demand.
Although we are seeing progress in terms of decreased cases, hospitalizations, and deaths, variants are a wild card that could reverse this progress we have made and could set us back.
The CDC is warning of a possible surge in cases due to the new coronavirus strains, especially in areas with lower vaccination rates. Skylar Henry, CBS News, the White House.
President Biden says there will be 20,000 pharmacy sites across the country ready to deliver vaccines to 12 to 15-year-olds to get vaccinated as soon as possible if the FDA gives its approval for that age group, as is expected. Well, bad news for the nation's small businesses. The Paycheck Protection Program is out of cash. That's according to the Small Business Administration. $284 billion was allotted to help businesses that were struggling. The SBA says the money has been exhausted almost a month before the program was scheduled to close. Venues and restaurants still have access to the Shuttered Venue Operators Grant and the Restaurant Revitalization Fund. 2 million Minnesotans are now fully vaccinated against COVID-19. Governor Tim Walz announced that milestone today. State data shows it took 15 weeks to hit 1 million people fully vaccinated, but only 5 weeks to hit 2 million. Walz says he's grateful to every Minnesotan who's gotten the shot, saying it takes us that much closer to normal. Walz is planning to announce loosened COVID restrictions tomorrow. Meanwhile, Wisconsin has reached a grim milestone as vaccinations slow down. The total number of people in Wisconsin to test positive for COVID-19 has crossed 600,000. Health officials say that comes as fewer people are getting immunized and more doses are going to waste. As of Tuesday, more than 43% of Wisconsin's population had received at least one shot, and just short of 35% were fully vaccinated. Health officials say between 1,000 and 2,000 doses of the COVID vaccine are lost each week as demand slows. And Wisconsin officials are hopeful its tourism industry will rebound this year. State tourism officials say the pandemic caused a 30% decline in visitor spending in 2020. That comes out to a $4 billion loss. All of Wisconsin's 72 counties experienced a decline in tourism activity, but officials say the first 4 months of this year are shaping up to be better than 2019. And in Michigan, the state is lifting an outdoor mask requirement for crowds of less than 100 people. However, the mask mandate will stay in place for organized contact sports. But it states teen athletes no longer have to do regular COVID-19 testing if they are fully vaccinated. The order, which ends May 31st, also allows for festivals, fairs, and golf tournaments to exceed a 1,000-person limit. That order goes into effect tomorrow. And an update tonight to a $75 million project in downtown Duluth, years in the making. 3 buildings are now coming down, making way for a new apartment complex. The 15-story, 210-unit building will go up on Superior Street and 4th Avenue East. The bottom floors will house commercial space. Titanium Partners was previously leading the project, which we first reported about in 2018. But last year, Landmark Development, headquartered in Madison, bought their interest and took over as full owners. Landmark rep Stuart Zadra says demolition should be done in the next week or so. Construction will start either late this year or early next, and they hope to have people move in by May of 2023. Zadra wasn't able to share rent prices with us, but they plan to start leasing when they get closer to opening. Well, Dave joins us now for a first check of the weather. I hear fire danger is high, Dave.
Yeah, it's brewing back up again. As soon as we get a day without any rain showers, it starts to rear its ugly head.
Yeah.
So on that note, our friends at the National Weather Service are putting into effect and expected to last through tomorrow, fire weather watch for much of Minnesota, excluding the northern part of St. Louis County, Lake County, and Cook County. Wisconsin and Michigan off the hook for the time being, but for the rest of Minnesota, it's going to be pretty dry. We hope to solve the trouble by a new low-pressure system bubbling up out of South Dakota towards us, but the chance for rain tomorrow is only 20 to 30%, and that may be not enough to stave off the danger for the wildland fires. It's with us once again. Our short-term forecast says partly cloudy tonight, leads to that shower chance tomorrow. Tomorrow's high temp of 55 is still below normal by a few degrees. When I get up on the green screen in a few more minutes here with the 7-day forecast, we'll see how long this cooling trend lasts and when we can hope for a decent rain after a little shot for sprinkles tomorrow.
All right, thanks, Dave. Still to come on Live at 5, the Ely Community Resource is fundraising for new equipment, what they are hoping to purchase as we go around the Northland after the break.
You're watching Live at 5 with Kristen Vaki and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live Local CBS3.
The CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell. Weeknights on CBS.
Looking for a new garage? Maybe a home or cabin shell? Call Economy Garages to make your visions a reality. With over 40 years experience and over 9,000 buildings built for your friends and neighbors, you can trust us to get the job done right.
Call Economy Garages when you want it done right.
MediaCom is winning awards across the U.S., keeping you connected, keeping you safe, rising to the challenge, challenging the limits. Thanks to our award-winning employees. Never settling, never backing down, always planning ahead, and always getting better. Mediacom is proud to be named 2021 U.S. Best Managed Company by Deloitte and the Wall Street Journal.
Mom, I'm here. Mom, where are you? Help. Mom?
Without emergency protection, you risk your life. But with Life Alert, one press of a button can get you help fast.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-458-9565. That's 1-800-458-9565. Call now, 1-800-458-9565. For a free brochure, call 1-800-458-9565.
Coronavirus work injuries. Call Stockman Law Office. Return to work issues. Payment of medical bills and lost wages. Call anytime. 218-576-8599. No recovery, no fee. Please stay safe and healthy. Stockman Law Office. Serious injuries, serious law.
Dear veteran, if you or someone you know struggles with PTSD, family relationships, financial or other hardships, let us help get you back on track. Here at Project New Hope, we offer a no-cost weekend wilderness retreat with only one mission: you. Licensed counselors are available around the clock, meals are provided, and there is no obligation to you. For more information, please visit projectnewhope.net and let us help bring you home.
COVID-19 vaccines are bringing hope and questions. This is why we're bringing understanding to the challenge of vaccinating America. Ongoing coverage on CBS News.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look at Jay Cook State Park as the calm weather has been sticking around and portions of the Lester River Trail will be closed for maintenance until June. And Dave will be in with this week's full forecast in just a few minutes. But first, let's take a look around the region. Hibbing's Connect Committee is hosting a blood drive tomorrow with a bonus for donators. And the Duluth YMCA is hosting Nature Night in Gary, New Duluth tomorrow. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We start tonight in Ely, where a community group is fundraising for a new van. The Ely Community Resource is dedicating their Spring Forward donations to a new van. They have their eye on a used 12-passenger van that would meet their needs. If they're able to purchase the van, it would be used for a variety of programming, including allowing students who can't always find a ride home to participate in after-school activities, carpooling for mentoring events, and summer field trips. The fundraiser runs through May 11th. Next, we move to Hibbing, where tomorrow the Connect Committee is hosting a blood drive from 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. There are still a few appointment spots available. For tomorrow's event, it's a give a pint, get a pint, and those who sign up and donate will be given a free drink chip to use at a local bar or restaurant. And just to note, those with or without the COVID-19 vaccine are eligible to donate. There will be safety protocols for COVID in place. And tonight we wrap up at the Gary New Duluth Rec Center, where tomorrow is Nature Night. The Duluth Area Family YMCA, in collaboration with Duluth Public Schools and the Rec Center, are hosting the event to get kids outside and exploring the Stowe Elementary School forest. With recent vandalism happening to the park and the forest, the youth wanted to get out and educate others. The event runs from 3 to 5 tomorrow afternoon. Attendees can stop by the pavilion behind the Gary New Duluth Rec Center for a trail and activities guide. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city. Still to come on Live at 5, volunteers have been working to give life back to a historic community center. We have more on their mission after the break.
Well, today we added an extra degree on our top 10. We made it to 56 from 55 yesterday, but at the same time, the normal went up a degree, so we're still playing catch-up temperatures. Well, we'll talk more about the temperature trends coming up this week in just a bit. And we'll also talk about a chance for a rain payoff tomorrow that'll hopefully solve that half-inch deficit we've already run up here for May.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Whatever your water worry, Culligan Water can help. With over 40 filtration systems from the world's best softener and safer drinking water systems, no one filters more than Culligan Water. The only water that comes with a van. Contact Culligan Water, the local water expert.
Are you over 50? Would you like to get up to 33% more income in retirement? Then call now for this free book, Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers, from a leading financial firm on maximizing your income in retirement. That's right, free. This free book reveals little-known secrets about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms that will help you make the right choices before buying an annuity. And it's free. Call right now for your free book. And as a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report. We researched over 1,200 annuities and summarized the rates and benefits of annuities from financially strong insurers. Again, that's Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers and a free annuity rate report, both absolutely free for calling Annuity General today. Supplies are limited. Call now.
Call 800-816-8219. That's 800-816-8219.
Are you ready to freshen up your spring wardrobe? Then let the stylists at Angie's Closet help you find the perfect clothing or accessories that fit just your style. Want to give your home a new spring look? Angie has you covered with her new home goods collection. Visit Angie's Closet today, located on Tower Avenue.
Get your news on the go, the CBS3 mobile app.
Northwest Outlet with all the brand names you want, including the North Face and Columbia.
How Washburn's Community Club is staying open thanks to community support.
We had sunshine today, but rain showers could return for tomorrow.
Tonight at 6 on CBS3. CBS3 weather is brought to you by Lake Superior College. Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, let's talk about today's temperatures, keeping in mind the normal is now 59. Anybody get there today? A few towns did. So we take a look at Ashland, 59 degrees. Superior, 59. Duluth, Hermantown, up over the hill, 55. A little bit on the closer side. At least according to this map. The one we just showed said it hit 56, so there must be a lag between this image and the almanac that updates here at this time of night. So pretty close to normal, not quite there. And then 52 for Ely and 54 for Watersmeet. Continuing this trend of bubbling just under normal for temperatures, which likely will be with us for several more days. But the end of my 7-day forecast holds a sign that if we can hold the normal high temp to 60, you know, by next week we could get there and finally meet and say, hello, normal, we're back to you. We'll see how that unfolds with the 7-day in just a bit. But right now we've got the current conditions from Duluth International. 53 degrees, the current temp, 29% the relative humidity. That's getting too low, and that's another reason why we've got that fire danger threatening to bubble up again, especially in Minnesota tomorrow. Keep in mind, tomorrow most of Minnesota covered by a fire weather watch issued by the National Weather Service. Wind, northwest 13 miles per hour. That helps dry things out as well. And that high air pressure reading of 13.14 inches of mercury should go down a bit tomorrow as a low pressure system tries to get into the area and bring us a chance for some precip. But that's confounded by, at the same time, a reinforcing shot of high pressure from Canada is going to come aboard. And so the two will tangle. Neither side completely wins, and we split the difference between the two, which we'll show in just a bit. But first, here's a quick look at the current regional temperatures. We have low 50s in the upper peninsula, anywhere from the upper 40s to upper 50s here in northwestern Wisconsin, and quite a short range from La Pointe to Ashland. We run the whole range of northern temperatures, looking at mostly 50s here in Minnesota as well, with a couple of 40s up the North Shore. Looking at the Doppler map, well, higher pressure had a hold of us earlier today, and we got some sunshine, but already the clouds are creeping in as lower pressure builds up from the southwest. Our next low pressure system is pushing towards us, but there's the race. Here comes the high at the same time. The high wants to make Thursday sunny and dry. The low wants to make it cloudy and wet. The two tangling, well, that's going to give us a recipe for a 20 to 30% chance for showers, with sunshine at one moment and clouds at another. And then once we get into Friday, we go back towards the dry side as the high pressure system wins, and it stays on the dry side for a long time afterwards. So if we don't get the rain we need tomorrow to put off the fire danger, we may have to live with it for a spell. Tonight, temperature-wise, Minnesota, the low temps will be in the 30s with a partly cloudy sky. Partly cloudy for Wisconsin, Michigan as well. Low 30s for the low temps there. Tomorrow's high temps, Wisconsin, Michigan. 59 is the norm. We run a range of 54 to 57. Missed it by that much again. 30% shower chance in the afternoon and evening. 20% chance for Minnesotans with highs in the 50s. And with the extended forecast, we pretty much stay in the lower to mid 50s from Thursday through next Monday. And then it's sunny and dry from Friday to Monday, even Tuesday. But Tuesday hits 60, Wednesday hits 60. Kristen, our next rain chance will be on Wednesday. And that in turn is only a 30% chance.
All right, thanks, Dave. A group of Northwest Wisconsin volunteers has worked for years to give the community a place to gather again, all while keeping history alive. CBS3's Emma Quinn shares how the Washburn Historic Civic Center's foundation saved the club for future generations.
The historic Washburn Club has sat empty and unused for years, but thanks to volunteers in the community, it's once again a local staple, and history has been preserved. The building, known back in the day as the DuPont Club, was popular in the 1920s as a family recreation center. Over the years, the building lost its luster as people stopped going, and in the 1960s, the building was turned over to the city, which considered demolition about 10 years ago. But the community petitioned to save it, so the Historic Civic Center Foundation purchased the building in 2019 and have spent the past couple years repairing it to once again serve as a community staple. Foundation members say it's the community support which has allowed them to get the doors back open.
High marks to all the craftsmen in this area. They really have been generous with their time. And you know, we do pay people, and we don't ask them, can you donate your labor? People have been volunteering to donate their labor.
Community members donated roughly $50,000 to the club for repairs. Volunteers have donated their time and equipment to make it happen. Foundation members say the building will be used as a senior center, sports facility center, and local gathering spot for the community. They say they've already had people reach out asking to rent space.
The foundation has a goal of matching that $50,000 donation by June 1st. For more information on how to donate, you can head to our website. Still to come, an independent oversight board has upheld Facebook's decision to suspend former President Trump's access to Facebook and Instagram. More on that after the break.
Shop for a cause at Home Seasonal Concepts. Home will give you 10% off sale prices on porch and patio when you donate $10 to help ovarian cancer research. Give $10 and get 10% off sale prices now at Home Seasonal Concepts.
The big 6% instant rebate sale continues at Prime Appliance. Hi, John here. Get an additional 6% off the floor price instantly when you pay at the counter. What could be sweeter? Well, I'll tell you, it's extended to May 31st. Frigidaire 20 cubic foot top mount refrigerators, your choice, white, stainless, or black, regularly $9.99, on sale at $8.99, and just $8.45 after 6% rebate. Have our pros deliver and install or take it home today. Prime Appliance, it's the best place to buy your appliances.
Real encounters with God are life-changing. Join us Sundays at 11:30 for The Message of Good Hope and learn how you can reach your highest potential through a relationship with Christ. Only on the Duluth CW.
Looking for a home run on your next home project?
Don't strike out by using someone out of left field who makes errors, balks at your needs, isn't safe, and gives you the squeeze by charging double.
Your home improvement company aced my window project, and working with them was a walk in the park.
We never sacrifice quality, and you can count on us to avoid curveballs and save you time.
Plus, they clean up, which is a big relief. Your home improvement company is a huge hit in Twins territory, even if their owner is a bit of a screwball.
Hi, Mary.
Hey, John. Why don't you join us for dinner? Behave yourself.
I can behave at school or I can behave at home. Can't do both.
Normal as boots on a cowboy.
That is wow. Why did I have to marry a preacher?
God's will.
Why am I the only normal one in this family? Statistically speaking, you're abnormal. Stop picking on him.
A new Young Sheldon.
That's hot.
Thursday, 8/7 Central, or stream anytime on CBS.
Mariah Haberman here from Discover Wisconsin. Join me and the rest of the crew every week on this station for all things Wisconsin. Continue the adventure on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and discoverwisconsin.com. Plus, subscribe to the Cabin Podcast, available wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts.
Kristen Baki is as local as our evening news.
I'm from here. This is my home. I learned how to do a left-handed layup right there. At that hoop, that exact hoop.
Covering the communities she calls home too.
You know, there's nothing phony about it. That's who she is. She's just a natural at it, so I enjoy watching her because she's so good at what she does.
Leaders at Hibbing and Taconite are scrambling at the Menorca Mining, family heritage, and iron mining history.
For everything local, watch Kristen Baki on Live, Local, CBS 3.
Homeworld Rugs is clearing out our warehouse. Thousands of area rugs will be sold at up to 65% off. Rugs marked down hundreds of dollars. 5x8 rugs priced from $77. Room size rugs from $147. The Rug Warehouse clearance at Homeworld Rugs.
The CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell. Weeknights on CBS.
A Facebook oversight board has made its decision on whether to restore former President Trump's access to the social media platform. It's a move that's expected to set precedent for how Facebook will treat the accounts of other politicians and world leaders. And now, Mr. Trump is suggesting social media giants should pay a political price. Natalie Brand reports from Capitol Hill.
Facebook's independent oversight board has upheld the social media giant's decision to suspend former President Trump's access to Facebook and Instagram following the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. But the board went on to say it was not appropriate for Facebook to impose the indeterminate and standardless penalty of indefinite suspension, telling Facebook to review the matter within 6 months.
It must either restore Mr. Trump's account, finding that the period of suspension has met its purpose, make the suspension permanent, or suspend the account for a determinate period of time.
The decision was handed down by a group sometimes referred to as Facebook's Supreme Court, made up of human rights lawyers, constitutional law experts, and even the former Prime Minister of Denmark.
There are actually clear rules within Facebook themselves in their community standards to which penalties and sanctions they can use. But in this case, they chose not to use any of these, but use an indefinite penalty, and they can't do that.
During the Capitol riot, former President Trump posted a social media video telling his supporters to leave, but also repeating false election claims.
Go home. We love you. You're very special.
The independent board agreed that Mr. Trump violated Facebook's rules prohibiting praise or support of people engaged in violence and created an environment at risk by continuing claims of election fraud. In a statement, Mr. Trump blasted Facebook, saying in part what the social media companies have done is, quote, a total disgrace. Facebook says it will determine an action that is clear and proportionate, but will continue to block the former president from posting in the meantime. Natalie Brandt, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Just this week, Trump launched a new way to get his message out, a blog on his website, which could make it easier for users to post his remarks.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News, the flour shortage just ahead of Mother's Day. Why prices are up by 20%. That and more news tonight right here on the CBS Evening News.
Change the future of medicine from the convenience of home. Join the All of Us research program to help improve health research and speed up medical breakthroughs. Visit essentialhealth.org/allofus to learn more.
Lake Superior College is nationally recognized for quality and affordability, offering over 90 programs, including career, technical, and general studies for transfer. At LSC, you can start here, save thousands. Apply for free at lsc.edu.
Is handcrafted for every lifestyle, making memories since 1882. In store at 365 Canal Park Drive or online at DuluthPack.com.
Mopping the dirt and germs from your floor is a messy chore. Well, now you can spin away those germs with Floor Police, the lightweight and cordless power spin mop that scrubs away messes the fast and easy way. Just add any disinfectant, and at a speedy 100 RPMs, the microfiber pads do all the scrubbing and sanitizing, so you don't have to. The secret is the powerful electric motor and rechargeable lithium battery that has 90 minutes of runtime. The swivel head can easily clean in and around obstacles and get deep under furniture. Plus, the pad pads are machine washable and reusable. Get Floor Police with 2 microfiber pads for just 2 easy payments of $29.99. But wait, call now and get 2 free scouring and 2 free polishing pads. But hold everything, because you can double the entire offer. Just pay separate fee, and we'll even ship it to you free. That's 2 Floor Police mops with pads, plus free shipping. Call or click now.
Call 1-800-592-0163 or visit floorpolice.com. Order now.
CBS News Sunday Morning with Jane Pauley on CBS.
Men's wardrobe provided by Mainstream Fashions for Men. Our buy one, get one for $1 suit and sport coat sale is now in progress. Hundreds of options. Mainstream, downtown Duluth.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Wednesday evening. Let's take a look back at today's top story and see what's coming up tonight at 6. Tonight at 5, we learned more about the Minnesota DNR's decision to move forward with terminating Mesabi Metallic's mineral leases. The decision comes as the company failed to meet certain requirements to renew the leases, including proving the company had $200 million immediately available for the project. And coming up tonight at 6, student journalists for UMD's student news organization, The Bark, were looking into information surrounding the decision to not renew their office lease when they found harsh and upsetting emails from UMD administrators. We'll have much more on that coming up tonight on the CBS 3 News at 6. That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next. We'll see you back here at 6.